So when it comes to deciding as to what is the right location for your startup, it's never an easy decision. You should be able to connect with the right people, hire skilled manpower or talented employees, get support from the government in your community to effectively enable the entrepreneurship development in the city. Bangalore, or better known as Bangalore now, is one such place where you find a startup ecosystem that enables ideas to grow. Bangalore has come a long way from being a pensioner's paradise to the IT capital of India to now being called the Silicon Valley of India. The Bangalore ecosystem or the startup ecosystem has seen the launch of 11,000 plus startups, and this is when we're talking about three times of them being registered with the DPIIT, and probably 4 times to 5 times of them being in India. Um, it has emerged to attract a total venture capital inflow of US dollars 28 billion between 2014 and H1 2020, the highest amongst any other startup hubs in India. It is also home to India's first billion-dollar plus startup, or unicorn as we call it, in the form of InMobi, which turned a unicorn in as early as 2014. This was when we started talking about startups, and some of the cities in India started talking about startups. When I compare Bangalore to its global counterpart, say San Francisco, um, it is giving San Francisco a run for its money of late. As per data from Traction, um, a firm that tracks investment and financials of private companies and startups, the number of startups founded in Bangalore has been significantly higher than in San Francisco in the last 5 years. For instance, in 2015, about 3,080 firms were founded in Bangalore as compared to 2,040 companies that were formed in San Francisco. Similarly, in 2018, about 1,564 startups were founded in Bangalore as compared to 1,278 in San Francisco. Likewise, in 2020, Bangalore's total count stood at 805, whereas the Silicon Valley of the world only talked about 619 startups. But of course, having said this, you can't discount the fact that Silicon Valley or San Francisco or the Bay Area is still the leader by miles when it comes to the funds, and in terms of the value of the amount funded, San Francisco still attracts 5 times the investment or the amount of investment that Bangalore attracts. So of course, there is a long way for Bangalore to go yet. If I have to give the top five, and there are multiple reasons, I can go on, and this topic could go beyond the usual capsule that we have. But if I have to list the top five reasons for Bangalore to be called the startup capital of India, the first of the top five would be the high density of investors. For launching any startup, funding is a fundamental criteria, and it is very critical. In Bangalore, there is relatively easy access to large number of venture capitalists and angel investors. You need to have a great idea, the right state of mind, vision, motivation, and the right direction for your startup. And it won't be long before you have your guiding angel there for you. According to an Inc. 42 report, Bangalore accounted for the highest number of deals between 2014 and H1 2020 at 1867, followed by Delhi and Mumbai, who accounted for 1554 and 1044 deals respectively during the same period. Of course, these three accounted for more than 82% of the total deals that happened during this period. Besides, the entrepreneurs can also look at applying for the government of Karnataka funds for any company that's registered under the Karnataka Shop and Commercial Establishment Act 1961. The government of Karnataka has launched, by way back in 2015, had launched their their first startup policy, and had set up several funds with corpus of over 300 crores uh, to back these startups from different sectors, including biotechnology, tourism, animation. Bangalore also attracts a lot of foreign investors. For instance, the Japanese multinational holding conglomerate SoftBank has already invested US dollars 8 billion, in the last 3 years, and is ambitious to invest more than 100 billion through its Vision Fund into the Indian tech startups with a focus on Bangalore. Adding to that, Indian startups attract more than 33.4 billion of funding through foreign direct investments as well. So that's one top reason. The other is good startup infrastructure. Apart, apart from ideas, talent, investments, and emerging unicorns, Bangalore is having the right number or the large number of accelerators, incubation centers that aid entrepreneurship in their startups' infancy stages. Initiatives like Microsoft Accelerators, um, or 10,000 startups by NASCOM, T Labs, Walmart Labs, or the Shell Foundation. And this list is long. The Tata Group and the Mahindras have ensured that Bangalore ecosystem remains conducive to business development. Additionally, startups do not have to worry about unnecessary cost due to a huge plethora of co-working spaces available in the city. Along with global co-working spaces such as WeWorks, the lanes of Bangalore are buzzing with spaces like Beehive and Juggernaut and a lot of such, co-working spaces. And there's a long list of them. So that's the second reason. The third reason is the technocratic power that the city talks about. The city has a large number of active startups and has equally large number of young and hardworking tech talent available compared to any other startup hubs in India. Every day, Bangalore sees a huge influx of talent from all parts of the country, making most of the talent available here. While there is a dearth of good quality talent, staff aren't heavy on the budgets once recruited. Bangaluru's average salary for an engineer is about $8,600 a year, which is nearly 13 times lower than the Silicon Valley's average and one-eighth of the global average. This makes it easier for entrepreneurs for hiring employees in terms of capital. After decades of growth, Bangalore has become a magnet for a stream of returning skilled immigrants. In particular, the city offers career opportunities and familiar lifestyle, work environment in terms of technology, business, industrial parks, research institutions, multinational firms. So these professionals who are returning back to India bring with them an understanding of both the worlds, have a cultural familiarity because they have been there, they've been there from those parts, or are the second, third generation of people who've been from that part of the world. Um, and they have the ability to influence the global relations and organizational buy-in. They have the connects with the Silicon Valleys or the large uh, global ecosystems, and that's what helps them. They also bring in a global perspective that leverages on their work experience as well. More importantly, most of them are educated overseas, and they have the understanding of how MNCs work, their norms, their standards, and all of these play a vital role in helping the growth of an ecosystem. The next important point for the growth of Bangalore as a startup capital of India is the R&D impact that the city has. Um, According to a report, Bangalore and the rest of Karnataka houses 400 plus R&D centers and 85 chip designing houses. Around 60% of biotechnology companies in India have a base in Bangalore. The report also says that India is the preferred destination to set up global capability centers or GCCs, accounting for 25 to 30% of the Fortune 500 companies. Bangalore is also one of the most preferred GCC locations in India, with 34% of the GCCs located here. The presence of such centers makes it an invaluable contribution to the city, both in terms of creation of technology capabilities as well as having the growing pool of experience tech resources. The last point that I would want to make, for Bangalore to be the top destination for startups in India is the meetups and the technical events that happens in the city. Bangalore as a city organizes wide range of meetups, hackathons, and many other events every year. When during the pandemic, this continued. They continued doing these in virtual formats, and it is helping a lot of startups grow. The fact that uh, these events happen contributes to one of the biggest reasons why the city is a heaven for startups. These events, enable these budding entrepreneurs to mingle with the community, get a chance to share their experiences of overcoming the challenges and achieving their goals. Uh, they also get ideas and inspiration from speakers and other attendees, showcase their ideas, products, and potentials, and thus get to connect with each other, which is very important for any startup ecosystem to grow. An entrepreneur should be able to reach out to like-minded individuals, be it investors, be it R&D personnel, or be it co-founders, or anyone else, to share his ideas and problems, and then probably take it up from there. So, if I have to sum it up, these reasons, these 5 reasons that I mentioned, of course, and as I said, I could go on and on and on. Um, I've just tapped upon the tip of the iceberg with some of these reasons for Bangalore to be a dream destination for startups.